ready to dive deep with me, beloved, into the interpretations for the verses now? Yeah? Alright then, beloved. Let's begin this. You ready, sweet ones? Verses 1 to 3 to me really means that those who are in a season of little, a season of waiting, or one that feels dry, wearisome, and hopeless, they'll see the evidence of their faithfulness to God and will experience a fruitful, splendid, and blossoming time, like the blessing of the Garden of Eden. You're still here, sweet ones? Great! Then let's continue this. Yeah? So verses 4 to 6 are really saying that when we follow God's words and live by every word that proceeds from His mouth, we will see the salvation of God. But those who focus on earthly things won't be able to dine with the faithful. And as the verse basically says, those who delight in worldly pleasures will die because the things of the world do not produce the righteousness that God desires. The revelation for verses 7 and 8 is amazing. It says to me that those who love God's righteousness and cherish His words in their hearts wouldn't be free from persecutions, but when facing it, we are to never lose heart and know that we are blessed even in these times. The wicked, they will be punished, while the righteous, they will receive salvation forever. So, for verses 9, 10, and 11, beloved, the prophet Isaiah is reminding the righteous of God's known power, that we are to be ready for what He is about to do for us, our promised joy and assured gladness. Okay? So, verses 12 to 16 is phenomenal, beloved. Here's why. When we act afraid, it can reflect negatively on our faith. It can appear as if we don't believe in God's able hands. When God says specifically, you fear continually all day long because of the fury of the oppressor who is bent on destruction. But where is the fury of the oppressor? I believe these specific lines mean that the oppressor's power is powerless because no one can stop the greater power of God. God wants the righteous to know that since He promises us joy, no one can ever snatch that away from us. No hardships, no unwanted circumstances, absolutely nothing. He can do miracles on our behalf, and He preserves our lives in the safety of His mighty hands. Alright, so the last line says it all. Yeah, because since we are God's people, His creation, Wouldn't it be His great delight to see us delivered from our troubles and set free from the chains of sadness in total and complete freeing joy? Absolutely, beloved. Are you ready for a massive change in verses 17 to 20, beloved? You ready for that? Well, I believe this is strictly talking about disobedience to God and the consequences that will inevitably follow. Also, the line that says, "You have drunk at the hand of the Lord," is talking about the greater consequence for those who knew the way God wanted them to live, but deliberately chose to do otherwise. We're at the end, beloved. If you've made it this far in the video, precious ones, thank you so very much. So for verses 21 to 23, here are my thoughts. I love how the prophet Isaiah starts off by saying, "Therefore hear this, you who are wounded, who are drunk, but not with wine." I love this because sin can leave us broken and incomplete, and it can make us behave and do things in a non-upright manner. We see that God is gracious with us and offers forgiveness even though we've turned our backs on Him. We also see that those who have mistreated us, God's people, will pay for their